You're going down.
I'm yelling timber. You better move. You better dance.
I don't know anything else to that song
Again,
as well.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, once again, doesn't matter.
All right. Well, welcome everyone to episode 21 of Flock of Geeks Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Defense, and alongside me is
Kester.
All right, we're doing Kester's favorite numbered
Yes.
episode this week.
21.
21.
Best number ever.
I don't know why, but it is.
It was my soccer number.
That's right. You're a soccer pro.
Yeah, I was a semi-professional soccer player.
There you go.
And I just like the number 21.
That's all that matters, man.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a really good show. We got action-packed.
Overwatch spectacular in a way.
We've had a lot of time to play Overwatch, a week, but we played it a lot.
We did play quite a bit.
So we're going to give our overall kind of impressions and basically a short review of it.
Yeah.
We'll throw news in there somewhere too, and then at the end, we just got back from watching X-Men Apocalypse.
Yes.
So we're going to give our review of that. Do we want to do spoilers?
I don't know. I don't think so on this one.
So we'll just do a non-spoiler.
Yeah, we'll do a non-spoiler.
Okay.
I mean, we'll always say mild spoilers, maybe.
Sure. We're going to talk about characters. We won't talk about specific scenes.
Yeah.
But we'll say what we kind of liked and didn't like and try to keep it spoiler-free.
Yeah, I say we try to keep... Because it just came out.
Yeah. And it's Memorial Day, and a lot of people aren't going to the movies.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay. Sounds good. All right, let's start off with news then. Well, we didn't see this coming. Like, this is out of nowhere.
This is the most shocking news of the week.
It is. Like, I didn't see this coming, like, the beginning of the year, last year, year before that, and etc. No Man's Sky has been delayed.
You're kidding me.
I know.
Wait.
Hold your pants on, man.
Wait a minute.
I know. We thought it was done. We thought it was coming out.
I thought we were playing it next month.
I know. And it is delayed.
That is the most shocking news I've ever heard.
For anyone that... really, really cares about it.
Does anyone even care anymore?
It is getting to the point where it's just that anomaly. It's like Zelda.
Yeah,
for me, it's like I want to play real bad, but I don't think about it anymore.
No, I don't think anyone cares. Like, I don't see anything on Reddit or like game sites. It's just like the only thing is just like No Man's Sky got delayed. No one cares. Like,
people want to play it. Like, it's definitely hyped, and people want to play it. It's just everyone's just taking a step back and going, we'll play it when it comes out.
Yeah.
There's no, lashback.
Yeah, because no one's shocked it got delayed.
No. Well, I did learn something interesting. I don't know if it's 100% true. It might be. I didn't really look into it too much, but I think they're trying to implement VR into it.
That could make sense.
So that might be why there's been so many delays, which I don't really, I don't think that should cause this many delays. But that's something people will probably like and look forward to.
Yeah, maybe that's why. I don't know. I've lost all care at this point.
Yeah, I was interested to play it and see, but now I just don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too interested to begin with. I wanted to see if they could pull it off.
That's what I want to do. I want to see what it's like.
But at this point, I don't think they're pulling it off because they would have come out with it something by now.
And yeah, exactly. So we'll see. I'm not holding my breath. Oh. It's only a month. It's supposed to come out in July.
Yeah.
Instead of June. Or it might be August. They didn't really say yet, so.
Yeah, they're just saying only a month now and then next month. But well, there's just one more. Give us one more month.
Yeah. It's one of those things they put themselves into a corner. Like, if this game wouldn't have been announced or, would have just stayed on the DL for a while and then just, last year showed up, that it would have been, I think, okay.
Yeah, and it's too hype.
It's been going for 4 years or so. I think it might be even more.
Yeah, and it's just I think they're over-promising here.
Yeah, they definitely are. I think what they're saying is true, where it's going to be a lot of procedurally generated planets and all that.
Yeah.
I think what they're promising in gameplay aspect is true, but I don't think it's going to be that much fun.
It just does not look that fun.
Yeah.
Everything I've seen of it, it's there's monster or animal charging at me, and then you just shoot it.
Mm-hmm. Basically, if what your favorite thing to do is just run around and explore, you might love this game.
I think, it'd be right up your alley.
Yeah, but if you like anything else, it doesn't seem like it's doing much.
No.
Like shooting, it probably is pretty generic.
Same as the space combat. It doesn't look great.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's an explorer kind of person's game.
Definitely. And I mean, I think it'll be really cool the first couple of times you shoot off of a planet into, like, you know, the galaxy and start flying. But that's going to get dry after the second, third planet.
And for whatever reason, to me, even up to this point, it doesn't seem like it's a AAA title. And I don't think it technically is. But it's getting that hype anyway.
Yeah, it really is getting the hype of a AAA title.
It really is. And I know
It
it's like a
wants to be.
smaller... Yeah, and it's a smaller group of people developing. But it's like in that weird border of like... It's still technically, I think, an indie game. So they're promising a lot
They really are.
for that. And, I mean... These people probably love video games, and they want to do the best they can, and I don't blame them. And they got that stroke of luck where everyone jumped on board and wants to play it, and they got tons of publicity. We're on late night shows talking about it, and it's good for them. But you see what happened with Fable.
Yeah, this is this is kind of having the same thing.
People are even saying, like, I'm gonna touch this game with Molyneux gloves on, meaning I know it's not going to be what they're saying it is.
I know that is the Molyneux.
So, just update. A lot of people, like a lot of our friends, want to play it and stuff, but again, it seems like they just are stopped caring.
Yeah, like
Just too much. It's almost like Mighty Number 9.
Yeah, my boss was really looking forward to it, and he loves games like that where you just kind of run around and explore. But it's like he doesn't even care anymore. He said he's like, it's taking too long.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was gonna buy a PS4 for this game, and now he's like, I don't even know if I'm going to.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because he's the one person I know who has an Xbox One.
Oh, it's not coming out for Xbox.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't know.
I think
See,
it's
that's
PS.
a sound like I know we're a gaming podcast, but when I see BS, I don't look into it.
Yeah,
Like I want to try to keep the show fun and interesting for like, especially for us. Like I want to look at stuff that we like.
yeah.
I don't want to talk about stuff I don't care about, and that's one thing. Like it's to the point where how can you care that much?
I just didn't care that much to begin with, and
Sure.
everything I've seen from it it's not getting me pumped.
Nah, it's the same thing over and over and over again. They
Yeah.
just keep saying the same thing over and over
And
again.
every single scene they show is the same thing.
I think the biggest issue is going to be it's going to be fun for like I'll give it like maybe 3 hours, and then you'll probably hit everything that the game can offer when it comes to like playability and like gameplay, and then you'll never see anybody.
See, I just think it does not look like my cup of tea at all.
No, it doesn't. It's not up your alley at all.
There's nothing in there for me. It just looks boring.
Yeah, I know it's not for you. I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna pick it up right away. I don't know if it's gonna be worth $60.
It might not be.
Like, I would definitely get it if it was like 20 or 30.
And the problem we're having right now, and I don't know if this is actually more of an awesome thing. There's so many good games out right now,
Yep.
and so many good competitive online games right now. Like I can play Street Fighter, I can play Uncharted, I can play Overwatch. I still want to pick up Doom, but it's like, where am I going to play it? Like, I don't have time to fritter away like 40 hours just walking around looking for stuff when there's these intense online games going right now, and we're just flush with great games right now.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
It's what we want.
It is honestly the best time, like the first time in this generation that I've been like truly excited about how much is going on and how many great games are coming out, and that like to find space for a game where I'm just gonna walk around, it's not gonna work for me.
Anytime a game is promised as much as this has in the past, it's never worked.
No, it never
So
has.
the best games the games that work are the games that come out of nowhere. Like, I know Overwatch was hyped and had beta and stuff, but it really threw a lot of people off, including us.
Yeah, it really did.
So, I mean, it's definitely high-end game, and Blizzard made it and stuff, but, it wasn't super duper hyped.
Look, I mean, you could say the same thing for like Borderlands.
Yeah,
The original Borderlands.
exactly.
Like that game came
That's
out
even
of
less.
nowhere. And how great was it? Like
Exactly.
if you generate a lot of hype for a game, it better live up.
And the other thing, too, is, yeah, it usually doesn't live up, and I feel like there's a sense of compensation there for, like, developers. Like, we need to hype this because I don't know if it's good enough.
Yeah.
It's like people like Borderlands, like, they knew it was an awesome game, so they just put it out there, and it spoke for itself. And I don't know if No Man's Sky is going to do that.
I don't know. It's just not for me, I think.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, maybe.
I actually probably won't see. If you get it, I'll probably watch you play it for an hour and then be like, nah, this isn't for me.
I might do it for the greater good, but again, I don't even know if I'm interested.
Yeah.
We'll see if I'm like really bored, but I don't think I'll be with all the games.
No, there's too many games right now.
There is. Okay, moving on. So that's that. We got a new Mega Man cartoon slated for 2017.
A new Mega Man cartoon?
Yeah.
Yes.
The concept art looks really bad,
That's
in my
no good.
opinion. It's not Mega Man.
What, is he like a real person or something?
He's blue, but like he just doesn't look good.
Really? Do you remember the Mega Man cartoon from the 90s?
Where wasn't he green?
No, that's Captain N.
Okay.
Where he was green. Mega Man had his own show.
Oh, okay. I don't.
Captain N was great. Do you remember that?
I remember seeing a lot of stuff on it.
It was just cool because the main character had a Letterman's jacket with an N on it, so I just assumed he lettered in Nintendo. Like, he was so good.
Wait, didn't he get like transported into like the universe?
Yeah, he got
okay.
and he could, like, he had his light gun and it shot laser beams. Plus, he had the controller, so he could like pause and stuff.
Yeah, I do remember that. I actually, a couple of my friends, we randomly started watching some episodes of it the one time.
I don't remember it fondly, but I just remember it.
I know a lot of people that remember it fondly.
Yeah,
Actually,
the Mega Man. I did like the Mega Man cartoon back in the day, but I was young. I was real young when it was out.
this just looks like it's not going to like be good for fans. Like it's going to be one of those kids might like it, kind of like how the new Teen Titans came out, and it's just like not Teen Titans.
No, it was not. Teen
You know what I
Titans
mean?
Go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's just like Rugrats, but they're Teen Titans.
Yeah, that show was clearly designed to be like a comedy for kids.
And it kind of looks like that. I didn't really see much on it, but the character himself, he just looks poor.
Yeah.
He looks like a generic like robot guy.
See, I really loved Teen Titans.
Yeah, but not Teen Titans Go.
No, I never watched it.
It's garbage.
Is it?
It's
Okay.
complete crap. I mean, the episodes are about like pizza and potatoes.
All right, seems about right.
Yeah, like why can't you do cool stuff?
Aren't
No,
they like 15 minutes?
I think they're like shorts. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I don't really. Yeah.
It just pisses you off because you wanted more Teen Titans.
Yeah, exactly. But no. So, and it's not getting very good. Like a lot of people don't like it.
Well, I mean, if it looks bad, it looks bad.
So there's that. We'll keep an eye on that, but I'm assuming it's just going to be really bad.
I'm probably not going to keep an eye on it. What's it coming for? Like Netflix or something?
I don't know. It just said a cartoon was in the works.
Okay, then.
So we'll hear about it eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Okay, so what news you got, Kester?
So From Software has come out and said that Dark Souls 3 is the last one. It's official.
Well, didn't we know that already?
No, it was just rumors before that, but yeah, that's official. They're not going to make any more.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's kind of good news and bad news at the same time.
Yeah, this is the thing. I'm over Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I love it. It was great. I'm over it.
Yeah.
I want a different kind. I trust them now. I mean, they put out Bloodborne, which is one of the best games, in my opinion, ever. And so I trust them with a new IP, or if they continue with Bloodborne.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it ending.
Yeah, me too. I just, it was just, I think, weird. Like, they basically came out and said that we know that if this keeps going, people are going to start, not liking it, and it's going to get stale, and we want to end on a high note. They kind of wanted to do the Seinfeld thing where they were just like, we know it's hugely popular, but we don't want to be Assassin's Creed. So
Good for them.
Yeah, they walked away.
Good. I'm happy.
Yeah, it's like more people need to do this. More companies need to do it. So
Yeah.
I think it's cool. It's official. It's not just rumors anymore. There aren't going to be any more Dark Souls.
Yeah. Well, the other thing, too, it's cool to see that they're not in it. I mean, they're definitely a business, but they're not in it for just making money.
Yeah, they're not just going to throw out another one because they know it'll make money.
Yeah, exactly. So I know they're working on something.
Yeah, they're definitely working on Bloodborne 2. You know they are.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm crossing my fingers.
Yeah.
My
but
fingies.
That's another good sign for more Bloodborne as well.
Sure. I saw a couple conflicting things on that. He's like, I don't know. He liked Bloodborne, but not as much as Dark Souls. Stuff like that. So.
That dick.
Well, I just think he thought that I think he's one of those, I like sword and dragons and shields. And Bloodborne's not that. So,
Well, it'll be cool to see what comes next from those guys.
And yeah, either way, I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
Okay, that's actually all I got.
Yeah, there wasn't much news this week.
Yeah,
I think because of the holiday weekend, nobody was really announcing anything.
Yeah, no one.
Anything.
Yeah, and a lot of things were just kind of slacking, and no one wanted to do much.
And everything came out too. Like Uncharted came out, Battleborn came out, Overwatch came out, and Doom all came out. So like,
And I know you're not into it, but Total War Warhammer came out.
Yeah.
Which is an RTS fanboy's, dream.
wet dream. So yeah.
So I mean, even those people are doing that.
So like, everyone's like, why have any news? Everyone's just playing video games this week.
Well, and it's like the first weekend that it's like, okay, you have at least one day this weekend where you can play a game for like all night.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are doing that, which I've done the last 2 nights.
Yeah, I know. I've seen you online for a change.
I know. It's been fantastic.
What's weird is like every time I've gotten on, nobody's been on. So I'm like, I'm just gonna play Uncharted because it's like we've gotten too used to playing Overwatch with a team, and when I play by myself, I get frustrated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't yell at anybody.
No, and I don't know what the thing is, but it seems like nobody's willing to switch their character to help the team.
I know. Well, okay, we're getting too far into.
Yeah, we're getting too far ahead. Sorry.
We actually got one more thing. I forgot. So, all right, we just watched the Mighty Number 9 trailer.
Oh yeah, we forgot about this
because it's so forgettable.
It is really bad.
Okay, yeah, it is. Oh my god,
the game looked fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but what are they doing?
I hated that announcer thing.
It was like, it's so hard to explain. It was like a dad describing the game.
Yeah.
To like promote it to their kids or something.
I am so tired of the joke of what was it where he said like
this is an anime fan's
on prom night, be like as lonely as an anime fan on prom night. It's like, first of all, I know a lot of girls who like anime. Second of all, I'm a huge anime fan. I went to prom. I'm sick of this like nerds can't get laid stigma. Like,
it's totally changing.
Yeah, it's changing now, but it's like, what? We're past this.
Isn't this your fans?
Yeah, like that's
like
your fans.
You're making fun of your fans.
That pissed me off.
That actually pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah, like don't take a shot at anime fans. They're like your market.
Yeah, good luck. Well, there's a lot of backlash, not because of that trailer, because people are like, that was kind of the final straw. Like the trailer doesn't look, it was terrible because of that announcer. The gameplay, like you said, looks fine.
Yeah, it looks great.
But a lot of people like, it's getting delayed so much, and they come up with that crap, and they're making fun of pretty much their fans. A lot of the backers of that game, because it was a Kickstarter, are like, I don't even want to play this anymore.
Wow.
Like a lot of people are just like, I'm done with you. I don't want to play you.
Yeah.
I'm just moving on. Like they come out and they're like, I'm embarrassed that I backed this game.
Yeah, I would be. I mean, I hate that kind of stuff so much. Just like making fun of people like, oh, do you play video games and watch anime? You can't get laid. It's like, really? Because you have a girlfriend. I had a girlfriend for how long there? Like, it's no. Like, and I feel like it's a stigma, and we've fought to get rid of it. Like, nobody makes those jokes anymore.
No.
This isn't the early 2000s or 99. You know what I mean?
It's like a lot of people play video games.
Yeah. Girls play video games.
Like a lot of people.
Yeah.
And just do it. Like, it was real bad, and then it said that, and you're like, okay, this is the worst.
Yeah, that's like a direct shot at me.
Exactly.
It's like, screw you, Mighty Number 9. Why don't you come out?
I'm gonna throw the trailer in the comments below. Go on there and just dislike it.
Yeah, definitely do.
Because that's just bullshit. I mean, I wouldn't have said that if they didn't take that shot.
Yeah, like the rest of it was fine, but yeah.
I mean, it was bad.
It was bad, but why were you taking a shot at your fans?
Yeah, it's just silly, and it makes me want to play the game less, but I still want to play it.
Oh, we're still gonna play it.
Yeah,
but it's just bullshit doing stuff like that.
It really is. Just take a listen, and just pucker your butt cheeks.
And it's like, I don't know if you've noticed Mighty Number 9, but nerds have kind of taken over. Like, comic book movies are the number one movies. Everybody plays video games. Anime is huge.
Yeah. It's like, hey, by the way, 9.8 million people played Overwatch 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like, 9.8 million.
Oh, them are lonely on prom night.
Nope.
Yeah. Like,
nope.
Fuck you.
No, we're not.
I mean, it is weird because, like, I am older than you. So, like, whenever I was in high school, I was considered, like, that nerd dork guy. But, like, the world has changed where we've taken over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
And
like
it's awesome.
Yeah.
I could have never imagined that, like, I'd get to see comic book movies like I am now. Or, you know, the things that I love. I can go into the mall and buy, like, a Dragon Ball Z shirt, you know?
No one looks at you weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can get I just got a new T-shirt. Yes. My girlfriend picked it up for me because she's awesome. It's a Zelda. It's dangerous to go alone, and it's just green, and it has the Triforce on it.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it has a little sword at the bottom. It's great.
Yeah. We've taken over.
We have, and we're gonna stay.
Yeah, good for us.
Yep. The nerds will inherit the earth, and we have.
Yeah, because it's just, like, come out that, like, most people are kind of nerdy.
There's a niche in there for everybody. I mean, now that you can play realistic sports games, shooters, you know, like even army simulations, it's like there is a game for anybody.
Yeah, any hobby you like.
Yeah, I mean,
anything.
even the Candy Crush. Like,
My mom plays video games.
me too. Mine too.
Yeah, my
And
brother does, and he hates them, you know, but it's like...
He'll be the first to make fun of you for it, but yet he's playing
on
his game.
Yeah, he's always playing. Like, he loves Plant vs. Zombies.
Yeah.
And then he'll tell you what a nerd and dork you are.
But it's just a different game.
Yeah, and he's just constantly playing video games. It's like, that's the world now.
Yeah, which is fine. He can make fun of us, but
Oh, we'll
deep
keep
down
making,
he knows.
Yeah, we'll keep making fun of him as well.
Oh, yeah.
You're bald.
Screw you, man.
Screw you. But yeah, that was uncalled for, that whole trailer.
It really was. It was. Okay, just take a look at it if you want. Moving on. We're going to do our Overwatch
Yeah.
impressions, overall like review, and we're going to give our impressions of it, and then we're going to go through each character and talk about what we like, don't like, and we'll choose our favorites along the way.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. Okay, so Kester, why don't you start? What's your playing a week of it, getting your, down and dirty with it, playing with friends, by yourself, like overall experience of the game. How is it?
It is amazing. I love it. I am having so much fun. It's just, I don't know how Blizzard did it where, like, I'm fine with, escort missions.
I know, they're my least favorite
Yeah.
multiplayer.
Yeah, King of the Hill, I'm having fun with it. Capture the Point. It's just so great because it's so team-based. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, man, I could not be having more fun with it, especially when we get everyone together. It's great. Even playing by myself, I have fun. Like, it's just, the mechanics are so solid. The characters are so awesome. It is great.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think IGN, I watched the review. I mean, whatever you want to say about IGN, it just popped in my head. I think they gave it like a 9.8 or something.
I think it was a 9.4.
9.4, okay. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So what would you give it?
I would probably give it a 9. Nah, I'd probably give it like 10 almost.
Almost?
Like, it's yeah.
Okay.
If it wasn't for, like, certain balancing issues that sometimes piss you off. But I don't know. It's like, when you have 24 characters like that, getting them all perfect is probably near impossible.
Sure. I mean, it depends on how you play. That's the thing. It's situation-based,
It is
too.
very situational.
So, I'd probably give it a near perfect. Like,
Yeah,
I'd give it like a 9.8.
That's where I'm at. Like, I'd give it near perfect.
I don't know. I think the thing for me overall lacking is I kind of wish there was more modes.
Me too.
I like the idea of the weekly different matchup. Like this week, it's like you get pretty much always have your power up and special
higher
items
health.
and stuff.
They
But
call it arcade mode.
I think that lasts too long. Like, because I'm not really too interested in it. So I wish it was only like a couple days.
Yeah, but then if it's one you really like,
That's
like
true.
the random one we loved. So
Yeah, that's true.
it's going to be very interesting to see what they do with those things
Mm-hmm.
as well. Because that's the one thing I will say it's lacking is just modes.
Yeah, that's why it's not perfect.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun. Like I've never played a game where 5 hours has gone by so fast.
Oh, yeah. Time just absolutely flies when you're playing that game.
Because matches, they don't stop. Like, by the time you look at your stats and you kind of, like, vote for somebody else or you, like, open a loot box, it's time to play again.
Yeah, and I really love that stuff, like the play of the game I love.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is one of my favorite features. makes you so happy when you get the play of the game.
I
You're
know.
like, oh yeah.
And especially when you're not someone like Bastion's always getting it, or like a Diva special, and like you're getting it as Tracer. You know you did something awesome.
And it's always great. Really pisses you off too. With the opposite, it's like, how did I not get play of the game for that? I killed like 5 guys with that grenade.
And then you see Hanzo, and he like shoots 2 people.
Yeah, just like shoots one, like kills 2 guys. It's like, how do you get? I killed 4 guys with 1 grenade. This guy's getting it.
On the Reddit, a lot of people, the Torbjorn, like it's just him like hitting a turret.
Yeah, like that one's annoying.
Or him dying and the turret's killing while he's running back to the turret.
Mm-hmm. Like turrets are really the only thing that kind of pissed me off about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they. It's like I want to say they need nerf, but at the same time, I'm not sure that they do.
Yeah, because we thought Bastion need nerf, but it's just a situational. You go pick a character that's good against them, and they're really no trouble anymore.
No, like you can take a Bastion right out with Genji or the Reaper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's just the turret is more of an issue. I think they just need to slow down its rate of fire.
Yeah, and they're on you if you're in any kind of view.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like I sneak up behind it, and it knows I'm there. It just kills you.
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
We'll get to that when we get to Torbjorn.
Torbjorn. The dwarf.
The dwarf.
Okay. So overall impressions, very good. It's just as good as we thought it would be from the beta.
Yeah, the level designs are great.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, so it really is a lot of fun.
Yeah, you can't really go wrong with this game.
I think some of the maps are hit or miss. I think some of them are definitely easier on defense and attack, or vice versa. And but I think overall the maps are really good.
Mm-hmm. Like they're really good. Some of them it's rough whenever you're like, you got to take a point, but there's only one entrance, so you got to go through that door.
Mm-hmm. Like I think.
But I mean, if they made a bunch of ways in, it would be impossible to defend. So I kind of see what they're going with there.
Yeah, I definitely. It's just sometimes
it gets frustrating.
It does get frustrating, and I definitely think there's an advantage depending on what you're doing.
I find it a lot easier to like escort a payload than to stop one.
Oh, absolutely.
Like stopping one can be rough because if you're escorting it, you can just get Reinhardt, put your shield, and just walk. Mm-hmm. And with like a turret,
then put a turret on top, and then, I mean, there was that one. It was just 3 of us. It was like me as Reinhardt, the other person was Torbjorn with the turret. You were Tracer, I think, just running around causing mayhem.
Because I'm always Tracer.
And we literally didn't stop. Like I got an achievement. It was just like you just didn't.
Yeah, it took us 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So,
I mean,
good point.
That's the one thing I'd say that can piss me off is trying to stop a payload can be really hard sometimes.
Yeah, I do like the fact that it'll go backwards though.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
Because you think it would just stop, but it's like if you take over, it's really slow.
Yeah,
it's much slower than it moving. It seems.
But I mean, that's the way it should be.
Sure. Yeah. Overall, it's just as good as we.
And I mean, what I really like is if in one match you're trying to stop it, then it always flips, and then in the next match you're escorting it, so you get to do both.
Yeah,
it's a really neat how they did that. So it's like, oh man, had to stop that, and I want to play those guys again. You get to now they got to try and stop you.
Exactly.
It's really neat. So
yeah, one blaring issue for me, and I don't really know like why this is happening, but when we're playing with randoms, like it's just me and you or just 3 of us, it always seems like there's one guy not playing.
Yeah.
And I think it's because it's so fast in between matches that people need to like go to the bathroom and they don't make it back in time.
Yeah, and
I always find people doing that, and it really makes me mad because you need 6 people.
You need 6 people, and now that I'm a higher level, like I think I'm 26 now. And when I'm playing by myself, everyone kind of seems to know what they're doing, but like in the early levels, if you get that one person that doesn't know how to play, it's too much of a handicap. You're going down.
Yeah, like
one weak link in your team is.
Me and another guy were playing yesterday, and there was a Bastion, and he obviously picked him probably because he heard that he was like the best, for beginners.
And he really is.
Sure, but like he had no clue what he was doing. Like he would just go and sit in a corner, like if the escort or the payload would get to in like literally 5 minutes, and he'd just wait there. Meanwhile, you need to be on top of that, stopping it as much as you can.
And I mean, you can't really blame that one on Blizzard, but it's like It's
Oh
an
no,
issue.
no, you can't, and I'm sure it's gonna change.
It does when you get, and then like when you get up to like over 25 where I'm at, and I get in a match, everyone is good.
Yeah.
Like everyone is real good. So,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like willing to play their roles. So, it's like it becomes really hard to take points and stop payloads in the higher levels because taking points, man, you have teams that have no problem like throwing up 2 Torburns and a Bastion. You know what I mean? They don't care. They just want to win.
Yeah. And that's the way. That's what the game's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But then and if you get some people that aren't willing to help out and they just stick to the same character and they just keep dying,
Yeah, it's like if you're not willing to switch from your main to fit a situation, it's a huge problem.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Like and my thing is I was doing that a lot too because I just really like playing Tracer and Diva, so I was willing to switch to Tracer or Diva, and I realized like too many times like if I'd have pulled the trigger there quicker and switched to the Reaper, we would have won that.
Yeah.
And it's like
the sooner you realize that, the better. But
yeah,
it's just a game.
It is just a game, but you get that stubbornness where you're like, I like you're playing a team there like all counters for Diva, and you're like, I still want to use her.
I know.
Even though everyone other team is good against her.
I know. It's like I'm playing Tracer and like there's like 4 ice girls,
yeah.
which is the worst thing to do.
Yeah,
and
she is terrible against the ice
you
girl.
Just don't care.
Yeah, you don't. You're just like, I still want to use her.
Yeah. So okay. So those are all of our impressions. We love the game. We're having fun with it.
Yeah.
Probably will have fun for a while. So let's go through each character, give a quick overview of them and what we like and don't like about them.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
We going in order?
Yeah, I'm going to go in the order as they are listed on the character screen. So we're going to be sticking into like offense, defense, support, and
And we'll mention who our favorite from each one is and overall favorite.
Exactly.
We should do overall favorite at the end.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, so offense. We're going, number 1 is McCree the Cowboy.
I thought Genji was before him.
It is. Why is he not on the screen?
I don't know.
Genji is first.
Yeah, let's go Genji.
Okay, Genji. Go ahead.
I really like playing as Genji. He's probably one of my top faves. I would put him in the top 5. He is a lot of fun. I love his reflect skill. It's a great way to take out bastions. I love the ninja stars, and he has a double jump, which is very useful.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get good with the kill strike, his like melee, you can kill someone and automatically refill. So you can just kind of like zoom around killing people. He's awesome.
I'd definitely
consider him one of the best.
Yeah, but he's top tier.
Yeah,
I think he is one of the harder characters to use, in my opinion.
he is tough to use.
Like jumping in and playing as the ninja is probably not your best bet.
No, you're gonna have to put time into him.
Mm-hmm. And but he's definitely good. The deflecting is just nuts.
Yeah, it can be incredible.
It really can.
I saw a play of the week where some guy turned into Bastion and started shooting at him, and he just hit the reflect, and he killed the guy's entire team.
Yeah, I saw that too, because the team ran in between them.
Yeah.
He just sat there and killed them all, which was awesome.
I've had really sick Genji's reflect tracer grenades back at me.
Which is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
So, like, a high-level Genji is arguably, like, one of the best character in the game.
Yeah, if you get a good ninja on, like, fighting a good ninja, it's rough.
Yeah.
Like, he's everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
Exactly.
Like a ninja. But he's very good. Okay. Now I'm questioning this list.
Yeah.
McCree's next. I know McCree, I think, is next.
Yeah, he is next. I could probably think of the order, to be honest with you. But
I think Genji is for. I don't know why he's not on here, but that's the only one I see that's not on there.
Okay, so McCree. What do you think about McCree?
Oh, there's another one not on here. What the hell? McCree.
Gunslinger.
I think he's awesome.
Yes.
My favorite thing about McCree is that he has a voice line that says, "I'm your Huckleberry" from
is
Tombstone.
That is the best thing about him.
We played with a guy. It's one of our friends' friends. We
Yeah.
played with him. He mained McCree, and he was sick.
He was a beast.
That high noon dude, if you know what you're doing and you're up high and you do an ultimate, his high noon,
Yeah,
it'll wipe the whole team out.
Yeah, he was wiping out whole teams with him. His grenade that stuns people is really good. Like, that's
Really
a huge
good.
problem for, like, characters with low health because
Uh-huh.
he just hits you with it and just one shot you're dead.
That, or he'll just fan. He'll just do all of his
Yeah.
bullets at like once and just kill you. He's really good.
He's really good. I think he's another one that like higher like harder to use.
Yeah, I definitely think so. You got to get it in a groove with them, stick to him for a long time.
Because if you miss shots with him, he's bad.
Yeah, I jumped on him a couple times and I wasn't used to him, and I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's rough to use, but he has potential, like most of these.
Yeah, and he doesn't have like a really solid character that counters him either.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Like I can't think of anyone where that would be a huge problem for him.
His issue is he's a little slow.
Yeah.
So he just kind of runs around. So the Widowmakers, the snipers, obviously can kill him. But I don't know.
I mean, anyone can kill him. Like he's not great against anybody.
Mm-hmm. I think the long range characters are definitely way better because people like Tracer or whatever, he'll just stun you and you'll be dead.
Yeah.
So he's good for that. If there's a bunch of Tracers on, pick McCree and just stun the shit out of them.
Yeah, he's good for Tracer.
So he's definitely good.
He is really good.
Okay, Pharah.
Pharah is super good as well, I think.
All these characters are good in their own way,
in
for
their
sure.
own way, yeah. I personally don't like using her.
Yeah,
I'm not good with the rockets. I just miss a lot.
I'm willing to use her, but she's not my go-to.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really like her at all, to be honest. I think she's incredibly good and useful on a team, though. Mm-hmm. Like anyone else, but I just really don't have fun playing her that much.
You got to know what you're doing. You have to stay in the air as much as you possibly can,
mm-hmm.
and that kind of frustrates me a little bit. And it's kind of hard to do.
Yeah,
but she's definitely really good.
She's really good. I just, as far as like, I didn't enjoy her enough to want to master her or play her.
Yeah.
But she seems good.
All right, on to Reaper.
Reaper is a beast.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Reaper is. Like, he is a counter to so many characters. Like, I think that's his strong suit. Like, he's good against Tracers. He's good against Bastions. He's good against turrets. He will put Diva down real quick. He'll put down any of the tanks.
Yeah.
Like, real quick. So, like, if you're playing a team with a lot of tanks, switch to Reapers. Mm-hmm. And you'll just wipe them out.
Yeah, because you can teleport. That's the other thing. Or you can Wraith, like, his, like, invulnerable Wraith move.
Yeah, so he's very useful.
Oh, yeah.
He can be kind of boring to play because, I mean, he's just shotgun, so you just hold the button and walk forward, like, just charge guys. But, I mean, in the right situation, he'll wipe out a whole team.
Yeah, he's definitely fun. He's cool, and he's an awesome character.
Yeah, he looks awesome, but he's a great counter to so many things.
Yeah. When in doubt, pick Reaper, pretty much.
Yeah, if your team's struggling to, like, catch a point or clear something out, like he's a solution to a lot of things.
Yeah. Agent, the Soldier 76.
He's good. I like he's just good.
I think we talked about that. He's probably the most well-rounded character in the game.
Yeah.
Like, he has healing, he has a good, like, power attack as his alternate, and his machine gun has really good range. And it's powerful.
His super is really good too.
Yeah, it's pretty much an auto lock on.
He's kind of one of those characters that he doesn't have a weakness, like, as far as another character, but he's not great against anything. Mm-hmm. But most situations, he's going to win.
Like, if you got your tank, your support, your defense, offense, and then, like, you had a soldier in there too, like, you're going to be pretty good, set.
He's a great character to just throw in when you don't know who to pick, because he's going to be good in almost all situations. Is he going to be great? No, but he's going to be good.
Yeah, definitely. He's very good.
So, like, if you want a well-rounded wow, I can't even say well-rounded.
You just did.
I just did. He's a good start.
Yeah, definitely. Good pick to.
And he's not hard to use. He's not high level.
I mean, if you've played a first-person shooter, you could easily use him.
And I like that they made, like, the generic first-person shooter guy still really good. Like,
yeah, I mean,
you start with him and you could play him the whole time and still be good.
So far.
Yeah.
So far.
All
right, Tracer.
All right, Tracer is the coolest offensive character. She's my fave.
Mine too. We both kind of the same day decided we're going to main Tracer.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to start playing Tracer. Tracer is really good, but really hard to use. Mm-hmm. I think she's like one of the harder people to use because she has no health. Mm-hmm. And her super's not that great, but, like, if you can tag the right person, it's awesome.
Yeah. Well, the coolest thing about Tracer, in my opinion, I mean, blinking's sweet that you can go for it, but her rewind ability is the most useful thing you like. I don't know. I'm debating in the game
It's really useful, yes.
because you can, if you fall off the map because you're zipping around, you can get off that way. If you find yourself in a sticky situation, you can just get out. If you're almost dead and you do it and you had a bunch of health before, you'll get your health back.
It's quicker than reloading in most situations, and you get your bullets back.
Yeah, and you can, like, if there's a Reinhardt with a shield up, you can just zip past them, and, like, there's probably going to be a support character back there and probably another offense. Just tag Reinhardt, just rewind time, and they just blow up, like you said.
Exactly.
And it's so satisfying.
She's really good at being a pest.
Yeah.
Like, you can waste you might not kill anyone, but if you waste, 15 seconds of a team's time while they're trying to chase you down and kill you where they're not going for the objective, that's a big deal in this game.
Yeah, you're taking out someone else, probably an offensive character most likely.
Yeah, most likely.
From trying to get the point, which is huge because that's what you need to take a point is offense. So your team's back there probably doing their job, hopefully, and then you're just pestering this Reaper or someone that could potentially be taking that point.
And I think the thing with Tracer, and this is what I would have thought, because, she's on the cover. She's kind of like the poster boy kid of the
Poster girl
of the franchise. Like, she's
yeah,
and all the marketing, all the stuff, because she's awesome. You would see a lot of her, but you really don't, because she is hard to use. She just dies too quick, and you have to really know the maps well, because when you're blinking around, if you blink yourself into a corner, you're just gonna die.
Yeah.
And she has a lot of counters. Like, a lot of people can really just kill her quick. Like, Reaper, the Ice Girl, Diva. There's a lot of counters for her.
If you go in playing Tracer to get the most kills, you're not going to do it. You might end up doing it because there's potential for that, because you can pretty much get a shot on anyone if you're quick enough. But my main thing to tell people playing Tracer is be as annoying as possible.
Yeah, your job is to annoy the shit out of the other team.
Yeah, that's it. And that's awesome. Like, I love when I'm playing, I'm with the group or something, and I just see Kester off the map, and there's, 4 people chasing him. That's so useful.
Yeah, that's why she's good.
It's hilarious.
But I think she is just... You don't get a lot of kills with her, and you die too easily, so people aren't, gravitating towards her as much as I would have thought. Because the first time you play her, you're just going to keep dying over and over again.
That's the thing. The first 5 matches you play, they're miserable.
Yeah, I did not like her at first. Then when I made that decision on the same day as you, I was like, I'm going to play Tracer tonight and just see what I can do. And I played her all night. By the end of the night, she was my favorite character.
Yeah, she's just so fun, all the time. She's just, because she's so versatile, she can do so many different things, and it's great.
Definitely my favorite offensive character.
Me too. Okay, moving on. Support characters. We got Bastion.
I hate Bastion.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. He's the number one go-to for beginners because he can go into turret mode and
you're gonna get some kills.
You're gonna get kills, and it really doesn't take much skill. I'm sorry if you're out there and you're a Bastion main, but at that point, it really doesn't.
It doesn't. You're just holding L1. Don't pretend like you're sick.
The thing is that Bastion, the best Bastion is a Bastion that knows positioning well. Mm-hmm. And then that's where he's potent. If he can find a corner where you can't sneak up on him, he's a lot harder to deal with.
Yeah.
But he's still...
It's just that he's so annoying to fight.
Yeah. I mean, you literally can take down anyone in the game if you hit them in at least, probably 1 or 2 seconds.
Yeah, and the other thing is, it's not fun to play him either.
Because it's that you just sit there.
You just sit there. So he's not fun to play, and he's the most annoying to fight. I hated him a lot more than when I started than I do now. He's not that much of a problem, but it's just annoying getting killed by one.
Yeah, I agree. He's definitely on my... I would probably never pick him unless I'm just doing it because the team is a troll and I'm trolling back.
That's what the one time I picked him.
Yeah, because it was just bullshit.
Yeah, because we played this team that was 4 Bastions in a room, and we actually won that.
Yeah,
match.
it was me and you turned it. No, you and I think the one other guy went Bastion. Then I went Reinhardt and just sat in front of everyone, and we just killed them.
Yeah, because they tried to do it to us and it didn't work, and we're well, we're gonna do this right back.
Yeah, it was
when they were
funny.
trying to take it. So.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely I pick him to troll.
Yeah, he's not as bad as as the turrets, I would say.
Which we'll get to.
Yeah.
Okay, Hanzo's next.
Hanzo, I don't like.
Yeah,
I find him boring.
He's very... Like, I could see picking him up at some point.
He's really good.
I want to like him, but
Yeah.
I'm, like, kind of on the fence.
That's where I'm at with him. When I die, and I don't know, it might be because I play a lot of Tracer, and he's a good counter for it, because he kills her in one shot.
Well, that's the other thing, though. She's also a good counter for him.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta, like, you have to blink around him a lot and not get hit, but it's hard to hit her with one arrow.
Yeah.
But if you do, it's one hit, one shot, one kill.
I mean, I just don't like his play style because you have to be behind everyone and you just like shooting arrows in. Mm-hmm. I find it's like he's really like boring to me. I think he's really fucking good though.
Yeah, definitely. I think
his super is one of the best.
Yeah, because it goes through everything.
Mm-hmm.
It goes through buildings or whatever. I think the thing is, we were saying how Bastion's annoying that he kills you. I think Hanzo kills annoy me the most out of the whole game.
Really?
Because as Tracer, yeah, it's a one-shot kill. But what happens is they just fire, like, you can't hit your own teammate, obviously. So there was, like, a match we were playing, I think 3 or 4 times, Hanzo was just shooting into his Reinhardt, and it went through his Reinhardt and just killed me.
Yeah, like, I feel like
that's just annoying.
Like, most of Hanzo players are just launching arrows into, like, whatever point needs captured. It's, like, the same concept as Junkrat. It's just like, just shoot in the center and you'll hit somebody. And I don't know, have you ever used them?
Not very much. Yeah,
like his bow has sort of like an auto aim as you're charging it. So as long as while you're pulling it back, the sight's on somebody, no matter what, it's gonna hit them. So you can just keep charging arrows and letting them go, charging them and letting them go. They're going to hit somebody. And it's just like, he gets very annoying. And it's one of those things. Tracer's very annoying, but I enjoy playing as her. He's very annoying, and I don't enjoy playing as him, so I don't like him.
Sure. He's definitely good, though.
But he is so good.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard for me to say I don't like him or dislike. He's very, like, in the middle for me. I'd play as him, but I wouldn't choose him.
I put him on a dislike for me. I don't like him.
Yeah, he's in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Okay, Junkrat's next.
Junkrat is so good.
He's my second favorite character.
Really? I don't enjoy playing as him. I think it's because I'm bad with like grenade launchers.
I'm surprisingly pretty good with him.
Yeah. His special is arguably one of the best.
Yeah, but the other thing though is you can blow it up.
Yeah, but you almost never see it coming.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I like that because there's a chance you can get it, but again, it's hard to hit it. I just like him because he's my go-to. If Tracer's not working out for me and there is just a bunch of Bastions and a bunch of just turrets, I just pick Junkrat because you can just shoot grenades over walls.
Yeah, he'll take out some turrets.
Yeah, like he's just, for me, he's just fun.
Yeah.
I think he's an interesting character. He's like a maniac, almost Joker. I mean, Jester's one of his alternate costumes. But I don't know why. It's just I have a lot of fun playing as him.
No, that's cool. I've played as him, not a lot. I just think he's good because, man, do I get killed by a lot of Junkrats.
Yeah, if you're playing a good Junkrat, he's on the top tier of like, we got to kill that guy.
Yeah, he's a really good counter to Tracer, too. Like, his
bomb's killer in one hit.
Bomb's killer in one hit. He drops traps. He has mines. That like
the best thing you can do is drop a trap, put a mine on top of it, and whenever you get notified that there's a trigger, just blast it. It'll usually kill somebody.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
There's your pro tip for Junkrat.
Yes, it is.
That's a good idea.
And the other pro tip I got is your mine can launch you, like make you jump high.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, if you jump right before you launch, like you hit X and then L2 real quick, you'll literally can get onto any platform in the game.
Yeah, then when you're up there, you're just lobbing these grenades at people.
That's the whole point.
And you know what thing I did not think he deserved is the grenades when he blows.
Yeah, that I even like. I love him, but yeah, there's no need.
There's no call for that. He's good enough as it is without that.
And that's killed me more than he has.
Yeah,
like as a Tracer, I'll kill him and then that'll drop, and I'll have no more blinks because like I'm like fighting them. I just die.
Yeah, usually a good team has a Junkrat on there somewhere.
Yeah, so he's my favorite support.
Okay.
Or defense.
Defense.
Is that?
I think they're called support.
No, this is defense.
Oh,
I
this
think.
is defense, yeah.
Support is like the healers and stuff.
Oh, yeah, so
this is
defense.
Yeah. Torbjorn, the dwarf mechanic turret guy.
I hate him.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I mean, I've seen people that are good with him, but I think he's boring.
I think he's boring. I think turrets are OP. They're my one thing that I would say is OP. There's just not a lot you can do about him. I mean, Widowmaker can snipe him and Junkrat can blow him up, but they just shoot too fast and they're just on. Like, you can't sneak up on a turret. Like,
No,
you
they
can
just
sneak
turn
up
around.
on a Bastion, but you can't sneak up on a turret. Then they kill Tracer and a hit. They take Diva out. Like, I can be right up in their face just shooting them with Diva and I'll die. I'll be killed before I can blow up a turret
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
with a defense character. So, I don't know. I just don't like them.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. He's probably one of my least favorite characters in the game to play, but he has his use.
He's so good. Like, if you're defending a spot, you need turrets.
Yeah.
I mean, they're so good.
Yeah. He's arguably one of the best.
I mean,
for
we
defending.
played one team that was using 4 of them and a Bastion, and they were just holed up in this one spot, and we couldn't do anything.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And he sucks.
But he's good in his own right.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to work for your kills, you just want to put up turrets and hang back, you'd probably like him.
Yeah.
If you want to be cheap ass, he's the way to go.
Widowmaker.
Widowmaker, I like.
Yeah.
I'm just not good at sniping. I've never been good at sniping.
I'm usually good at sniping. There's just something about her. It's kind of hard for me to get used to her. She's definitely good.
Oh,
if you have a Widowmaker in your team or against, like, they're a force to be reckoned with.
A good Widowmaker is a really important part of a good team, I think.
Yeah, she's very, very good.
She looks awesome, too.
Oh, yeah.
I love Widowmaker.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, there's really, if you like sniping, she's a great character.
Yeah, she's your go-to. She's the only real true sniper in the game.
Yeah.
It's just, I've never been good at sniping, so I don't use her. And I like, though, as a sniper, she also has a machine gun. I think that's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I mean, it's useful. You don't feel like, I mean, she's not extremely good, but I've definitely died from her machine gunning me down.
Yeah, it happens.
So, I mean, you can be good with that too.
It's just nice as a sniper that, like, if someone gets right up beside you, you have an option.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Okay. So now we got the tanks.
I don't have a favorite out of that or then.
Oh, out of those characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess I don't use any of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my...
I mean, would you say Widowmaker's your favorite out of them?
Probably, just because I like the way she looks, and I don't know. Probably, yeah.
You talked the most highly of her.
I would say Widowmaker, yeah.
Okay. So, Junkrat's mine.
Yeah.
Then we got the tanks. Diva.
Yes, love Diva.
Yeah, she's great.
She's my favorite of the tanks. She's up there in my liking of characters. Diva she's tough to use, I think. I was doing amazing with her, and then when our one friend tried to play her, he's like, "How do you use this girl?" She is really good for a lot of characters. Like, she will take Hanzo's out.
She has unlimited ammo.
Yeah. She
Like,
takes
she literally can
tracers
just
out.
shoot and not reload.
She has unlimited ammo. She has one of the best It's probably one of the most useful supers in the game, because even if you don't kill anybody with it, you can clear an area out. You send everyone running, which can be really valuable.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I love her. Just that she has 2 lives too. You can blow her up and she'll pop out of the tank. For a while there, I thought my best character was Diva outside of the mech. Like, I was a fucking beast.
She's hard to hit, but she's very weak.
Oh yeah, she's like Tracer without teleports, man. You just put it right down.
Uh-huh.
But she's quick and her gun's powerful. And it's funny because if you play Diva, here's the key to Diva: when you lose your mech, you charge in trying to kill people because you've put in enough damage. Usually you can charge in, and because, like, with her guns, you're shooting everybody because they don't reload.
Yeah.
you want to charge in and keep shooting. You don't want to back out and try and get your mech back, because either you're going to die and get your mech back, or your super is going to charge faster because you're shooting people. So either way, you get, like, the thing is, you got to get her mech back as quickly as possible. And when you pop out of it, you don't run away. You charge.
That's a good tip.
Yeah, because like most people are going to expect you to fall back, and if you go charging at them and start strafing, they don't want. They're just like shocked, and you can usually catch them off guard.
You can also bash people off the edges with her charge in the mech, which I've been victim to more than I'd like to admit.
She's really good. A really good bastion tactic is to put up your shield and charge right into him, and then just. It'll hit him and it'll knock him out of his turret mode. And,
oh, really? I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, and you can start shooting. She's really bad against Reapers. She's really bad against turrets. Other than that, though, she's really solid. She doesn't have a lot of weaknesses.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's my favorite tank as well, just playing wise. But I think as a tank, I think Reinhardt's the go-to right now.
Reinhardt or Winston.
Yeah, I mean, they're all really good.
Yeah, they're all good in their own right. I just think as a tank and like what a tank's supposed to do, D.Va's not.
I think D.Va's a good, like, if you have a tank already, like a Reinhardt or Winston or whatever, she's definitely a good supplement to the team.
Yeah, she's
like,
very offensive.
You can't go wrong picking D.Va and helping out.
She's offensive for a tank.
Yeah, exactly. Next up is Reinhardt then.
Reinhardt is invaluable.
Yeah.
Like, you need a Reinhardt.
Yeah, one of our buddies mains him, and he's fantastic.
Yeah, he is really good as Reinhardt.
Yeah.
What's weird, is he doesn't seem to be good with anyone else, and then he's just a god with Reinhardt.
Which is fine.
Yeah, because we need a Reinhardt. But yeah, like, that was almost like the turning point when we realized he was good with Reinhardt, because like not only was he blocking everything, he would just take people out with that dash.
That charge. Yeah. If you got a support behind Reinhardt, you're a force to be reckoned with in any situation, even if you're attacking or defending.
Yeah.
Because, you can get the group in there. Like, one of the best tactics for him, I'd say, is just charge in, because everyone will back away from you because they don't want to get hit with the charge, because it's almost like a one-hit kill. And then your team can kind of go in and spread out. Yeah,
I would say out of all the characters, there are two, and he's one of them that if you really want to win and compete, you need one. You need him.
We'll get to the second later.
We'll get to the second. But
yeah, they're coming up. So definitely good if you know how to use them. And
he can be a lot of fun to play, too.
Sure.
He has a charge and a hammer.
And it's unusually satisfying to put up a shield and block.
Yeah, it really is. You're just like walking forward like, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, you're like the Terminator or something. And he looks awesome.
He looks awesome. And he's just so useful in so many situations. Like, you can't get that payload removing, just pick Reinhardt and start walking.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, if you can't get into the room, just put up the shield. Everyone can walk right in behind him. He's so useful.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Roadhog.
Roadhog, I would actually say, is the worst character in the game.
The thing was, it's like on beta and like at the beginning, I would say he was probably one of the best. But now I agree.
Yeah.
Like, he just seems like he's just a waste of space.
Like, what's he doing? He has the chain and it's a one-hit kill, but other than that...
And he doesn't have... and he's technically a tank, so he has a lot of health. He can heal himself, but, I mean, he's close range, he's slow, and... I mean, you're literally way better off picking, like, if you need a supplement tank like D.Va.
Yeah, any other character can do it. Like, tank character can do what he can do, but better.
Yeah.
Like, his gun
He doesn't have a shield. That's his main issue.
That's his main issue, yeah. And he's really short range, so, like, if I have a gun that doesn't hit from anywhere, why wouldn't I just pick Winston? Because at least I can jump in really quick.
Yeah.
Like, he's a huge target. Like, yeah, he can heal himself, but, like, say you're fighting a tracer, they can just stay out of that shotgun range. When you go through the chain, they're going to zoom past you, and then you're like, well, I'll go run away and heal. You're not getting away from her. Mm-hmm. So, like, I don't see what his thing is.
Yeah, I honestly would say he's probably a very low tier. As of right now, yeah, I just don't see his value in a team of 6.
No, I don't. Like, there's another character I'd say that's real bad, but to me, he's the worst character.
Roadhog.
Roadhog, yeah.
I wouldn't argue with that.
Yeah.
Okay, Winston.
Winston is really good.
I don't like playing as him, but I know of his value.
He has a lot of value. That shield is really good.
It's not as good as you think, because you can bring it down pretty quick.
Yeah, but it can save you.
Oh yeah, if you put it up in the right situation, it's a good 5-second breather.
And his super move's really good.
It's annoying, and that's what the point is.
Yeah,
you can just clear out a room with it. He just goes primal.
And his gun's really good too. It's very short range, but he's so quick that it's hard to get away from it.
Yeah, fighting him against with Tracer. That thing stays on you.
Yeah, he'll kill anyone. His only weaknesses seem to be other tanks.
Yeah.
He seems like if you have a diva, you can take him out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have a soldier or Tracer or a Reaper, he's gonna kill them.
Yeah, he can jump around so fast and everything. He's such a big target, but he's quick, so everyone's kind of always shooting for him. Mm-hmm. So he's a good annoyance too.
Yeah, and he has a lot of health for a character that you're just trying to put down because he's annoying.
Yeah, if you honestly thinking about it, if you had a Reinhardt, a Winston, and a support character,
that's a tough thing to get rid of.
Just that.
Yeah.
And then the other can just be offense, and that's what I mean. That's a good makeup for our team.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah. Zarya.
I don't like her.
I hate playing as her.
Yeah, I hate playing as her.
But I've played some really, really good Zaryas.
Playing against her, I seem to see people that are really good with her.
I just don't get it.
I just don't get it either.
Yeah.
I've seen other people use her and just annoy the shit out of me and just be so good, but I don't get it.
And she's hard to kill, man.
Yeah, she's hard.
She really is, because she has so much shield, and she has that bubble, and it's just good luck killing her as Tracer sometimes.
You can. It's really hard though.
Because by the time you get her to where she's almost dead, there's at least someone else that's there.
Yeah,
because she's tanking, so she's in the midst of most things.
She's that one character I would say that seems sick, but I just can't figure it out.
Yeah, and I don't really care to.
And I don't like her enough.
Mm-hmm.
As far as design wise and characters,
I don't like her gun. I don't like.
Yeah. I don't like her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I can see, I've seen people just be so good with her.
Yeah, she's definitely an annoyance if you have someone that's good.
Uh-huh.
She can be very useful. Okay, go. So Diva's our favorite.
Oh yeah, Diva without a doubt.
Okay, Lucio for the support healer.
Best character in the game.
He is.
He's so good.
He's the most useful character. He's not my favorite, but he is the most useful character in the game.
Yeah, if you
have him on your team
and you want to win, you have to have one.
we had to have played a lot together.
Yeah.
And when I'm Lucio, I've won pretty much. I rarely play him when I'm by myself because I pick whatever.
Yeah, you pick whatever.
But when we're on the team, I usually am him, and I've won 83% of my matches.
Mm-hmm. He's just so good. He heals. He has that move. He has the move that makes everyone faster.
Mm-hmm.
His special is out of control.
Yeah.
It just gives everyone ×5 health.
My question is it everyone?
It's everyone that hits in the area.
That's a thing. That area is huge.
Mm-hmm, and it's everyone in there. Tracer's health goes up to 500.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Tracer with 500 health
and a speed boost
is pretty much unstoppable.
And the thing about him is he's so good it makes all the other healers useless.
Yeah, if you might as well pick him. He doesn't heal you as fast as Mercy.
Yeah,
but he'll be healing 3 people at once.
And then on top of that, I think his gun is the best out of all the healers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Power wise, I don't agree. I actually think Zenyatta's is more powerful.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that he's so agile and can move, and
he's impossible to hit.
And you can just burst into people just to annoy them.
You can push them off the edge.
Yeah, that's true too.
And it's just he's really hard to hit too. So he's healing everyone. He's impossible to hit.
I think he's honestly the hardest to deal with in the game when you are one-on-one with him. I just can't hit him.
Yeah, he's really hard to kill.
Plus, he's healing himself.
Yeah, he's a god.
He is, and you can skate on walls and just jump around.
He's the one character I would say right now that's just too OP.
He is, but it's like I don't want them to fix it.
No, because he makes the game a lot more interesting and a lot more fun. But the problem becomes if you're on a team, like say you're playing with randoms, and the other team has one and your team doesn't, you're not winning.
Yeah, it is.
Unless they're all terrible and don't know what they're doing.
It's definitely one-sided. I mean, it's definitely going to be the point soon where every single team has to have one on there.
If not two, you know?
Yeah, I mean, two, if you had... Exactly.
Come on, man. And then, yeah, he's just too good.
Yeah, but he's my favorite support playing.
Yeah, he's mine too.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he skates around.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's break it down.
I love that. Because then, like, as soon as you hear that,
you get so pumped.
You get so pumped. You're like, let's.
I read something on Reddit again where I at first I didn't really like Lucio at all because, I mean, I didn't get it.
No.
When I first played him. But this person was right. Like, he's one of the few characters in the game, like, that pumps you up when you hear him stuff. Oh yeah, this is my jam, and like everyone starts going fast. And you're like, yes.
Yeah.
And then,
you get so excited when one of them's on your team. You're like, yes.
Oh my god, exactly. So he's one of the. He makes me happy.
Yep.
He's one of the best for sure.
He's the best character.
And he has great alternates. Once he's a freaking fraud.
The other one's the hockey player.
Yeah, you got to be the hockey player, man.
I can't wait to get the hockey player.
I know. Okay, moving on. Mercy, which is like the one-on-one best healer in the game.
Yeah, she's starting to fade. Whenever I first started playing, there was always one Mercy, but I think everyone's realizing that Lucaria is better.
Lucaria?
I keep saying it, sorry.
That's funny.
Yeah, but everyone keeps, now I'm seeing him as opposed to her.
Yeah, well, the thing is that the main difference, obviously, Lucio's the best, but Mercy... Oh, and by the way, I just want to preface this. This isn't, like, we're saying he's the best. Like, it's... Like, in tiers, he is the best.
Yeah, everyone agrees he's the best.
Yeah, like, it's like he's the best character in the game. Okay, moving on. Mercy's deal is she's definitely the best one-on-one healing. She'll heal someone the fastest one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
She can fly around to people, which is useful. But her best thing is her resurrection.
Yeah, her resurrection is really good.
Yeah, if you save that and your whole team gets wiped out by, say, Reaper's ultimate, you can just resurrect everybody and, like, nothing happens.
Yeah, like she's still very useful. She's really good. One major problem she has is if there's a Tracer on the other team.
Yeah,
Tracer will put her down so fast.
Yeah, you just zip in there, take her out.
Because she's trying to stay behind everyone. Tracer will just be like blink, 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 blink behind everyone, and she'll just kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of her weakness. If the other team doesn't have a Tracer, she is so annoying.
Mm-hmm, sure.
And I mean, even
Widowmaker, though, you can take her out. I mean,
yeah, she's just, and I thought she would be the one that became the most OP and most annoying, but she really hasn't. It's just she has a really good super move, but other than that, she doesn't really. I mean, it's really annoying dealing with her with a Reinhardt. But once again, a Tracer just zooms behind, kills her, then kills Reinhardt. So.
Yeah. All right, Symmetra is the next one.
She is really useful.
Yeah, she puts up little turrets.
I don't like playing as her at all, but I like having one on my team.
I honestly think she's the most boring character.
She is probably
right beside Torbjorn.
Yeah, they're kind of the same thing.
She's useful. I mean, she has those turrets. Her gun can be decent. It's probably one of the worst in the whole game, though.
Mm-hmm.
But her portal is very useful.
Her portal is clutch.
Yeah, like you can just portal people in, and it's very.
I would
useful.
almost say she's good to have until she sets up the portal. Then you can switch your character.
I don't know if it'll go away.
It doesn't.
Okay, so that's a good point. But I find that if you got someone that's good and knows where to put these little turrets, like those turrets will destroy Tracer.
Oh, absolutely.
If you zip into a room and don't know they're there, you're done.
But I play a lot of D.Va, and D.Va just does not care.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
She will just go. Those things will be hitting her, and she can just slowly turn around and take them all out real fast.
Yeah, they're weak. They're one hit. But
yeah.
I've seen her uses. She's definitely useful.
She is useful.
I don't think I'll ever play her.
I don't think I'll ever pick her up.
And then last but not least, Mechadol Seam Zenyatta.
I think he is the second worst in the game.
Yeah.
He is terrible.
His healing is not on par.
It doesn't do enough.
I wanted to use him, but it's just there's no point.
He has a really good super.
Yeah, he does.
And that's it. He doesn't heal fast enough.
He can only heal one person at a time.
He can only heal one person at a time. Those balls are powerful, but they're really hard to hit.
Yeah, but I do think, like, I've gotten the most kills with him if I wanted to kill. Like, if I was actually shooting people, I could kill him. The one thing I do think he has that's cool is the orb of, I think it's Discord, where those people take more damage.
Yeah.
So that's very useful. But there's just really there's no point to playing as him.
No, he doesn't do anything good
I think
enough.
he's going to get...
He needs a buff or something.
I think he's going to.
Because it got to a certain point. Like, our one friend was playing him where I just, like, had to tell him, like, dude, you need to get off him.
Yeah.
Like, he is literally holding our team back.
Yeah.
Like, he is that bad. Like, him and Roadhog, I would say, are the two worst.
I would probably have to agree.
Like, they just don't have a lot of uses. They're not... He can't heal fast enough. He doesn't heal well enough. He's not... Yeah, he can hit people, but why wouldn't I play an offensive character if I was going to try and kill people or I'm going to try and heal people? I mean, a lot of the healers, man, they're just second rate compared to, you know, Lucia, so why be them?
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so that's all the characters.
Who is your favorite?
My favorite is Tracer.
Mine too. There's not even a comment.
And I wish I could say, like, oh, we have difference of opinions, but I think it's one of those, we gave her time, and since we did, it's just so much fun. I'm never, like, sad when I'm playing Tracer, even if I'm not doing well, because there's potential that you can. It's just fun.
It's fun. You have to, like, if you're going to play Tracer, you have to be okay with dying a bunch, and there are times when, honestly, you're going to have to switch from her because she's not going to be, depending on the other team's makeup. We didn't talk about Mai, did we?
Oh, Mai's supposed to be there. Sorry, I just overlooked her like I do most times.
Yeah, she's not fun to play.
Yeah,
she's good though.
Yeah, she can freeze people.
She has her uses, but she's really boring to play. Her gun's not that fun. Her wall is like annoying. It can
be useful, but it tends to like
never really seems.
Yeah, it tends to get in the way.
Yeah, but yeah, she's the only thing she's good for is stopping Tracer.
Yeah, she's very good at that.
That's all she can
do.
Very good at that.
So.
But yeah, Tracer is like, you have to be patient with her. You really have to know what you're doing. But once you're good with Tracer, you are just like an unstoppable pest.
Yeah. Like too good. Like I'd say that's, I mean, if me and you were playing and like we got the good makeup on the backside, like Reinhardt, Lucio, and like McCree.
Yeah.
Like we dominate.
Yeah.
Like, we can mess stuff up. If you have two decent Tracers, it's rough.
Yeah, two good like, if you're going to carbon, like, you always say it's good to be different characters, but a two Tracer team is really good.
The one time we played 4 Tracers and a Winston or something?
No, it was 4 Tracers and Lucia.
Was it?
Yeah. Or no, it was 5 Tracers, a Lucia, and we won.
Yeah.
Not only did we win, we dominated.
Yeah, like, we got into the point, they couldn't hit us, and he's just jumping on the wall, pumping us up.
Yeah.
And it was just, they're unstoppable.
Yeah, so Tracer, my favorite as well.
Okay, mine too, so. All right, cool. All right, that's our Overwatch.
I got something about Overwatch.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
I just wanted to put, because this is hilarious, so here we go. Can you guess what this is? This is so funny. Okay.
I have no clue.
According to Pornhub, Overwatch porn is getting out of control. Isn't that great?
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
Okay. Since the release, the searches for Overwatch porn have jumped 817%. This is great. Okay. Guess what the number 1 search is?
Widowmaker.
No.
Tracer. Okay.
So here are the searches. These are just funny. So I want to read some of them.
Okay.
Overwatch.
All right, hold on. Is shield your ears if you're not 18?
Yeah, if you're a youngin'. So no, they're not really that bad, but we do swear a lot. Okay, here we go. Overwatch Tracer is number 1.
Okay.
Then we got Cartoon Overwatch. Then Overwatch Fetish, which I don't know what that would be.
Isn't it kind of a fetish in itself?
Yeah, like you're looking at cartoons. Like, it's a fetish right there. Overwatch Mercy is on there. Overwatch.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Overwatch Tracer butt.
Getting specific here.
Yes. Overwatch sex.
It sounds like middle school, like elementary school kids looking at porn.
I know, it's so great.
Tracer butt.
3D Overwatch.
Oh, jeez.
Widowmaker Overwatch. And then Triple X Overwatch. And Overwatch parody. It's hilarious. And then, okay, top 10 countries searching for Overwatch porn. And I'm sad to say that the U.S., we did not make the top 10, and I feel like we need to do better.
Yeah, let's start.
Guess it. Can you guess who number one is? It's so obvious.
Is it Japan?
No.
Really?
It is an Asian country.
China?
No. Where is Blizzard huge?
Korea?
Yeah.
Oh, is it the number one? Okay.
South Korea, far and away.
Like
almost
beyond.
double the next country, which is Brussels of all places.
Brussels, you hornballs.
Okay, followed by Russia, Poland, Chile, the Ukraine, Czech Republic,
Holy shit.
Thailand, Colombia, Brazil, and rounding it out at number 10 is Vietnam.
We didn't even make the top 10.
We did not make the top 10. I expected better from us. This is hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah, so I just thought that was kind of funny.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
That according to Pornhub, Overwatch porn is out of control.
It's out. Pornhub said it best.
Yeah.
It's out of control.
I just read this article and I was like, this is hilarious.
Good. That was great.
Yeah, so that's my Overwatch news.
There's your
Once
fun
again,
fact.
bringing the the most important stuff to the cast.
Only here.
Yeah.
At Geeks Gaming Pod.
Yeah, but if you want to read the article, I think it was on Equality Arcade. It's pretty funny.
I'm gonna check it out. That's funny.
So that's
I might be checking out something else tonight too.
Yeah.
Tracer butt.
And now that I know it's on there, I'm very curious. So we're gonna check this out.
Tracer butt.
Tracer butt.
I'm surprised it wasn't a little more sexual than that.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of them are obvious. Like Overwatch hentai is one.
Okay.
So, but I just thought that was pretty funny.
That's good stuff.
All right.
Okay, so up next is our X-Men non too much spoiler.
Yeah, we're not gonna go too spoilery, huh?
I don't think we're gonna spend too much time on it either.
No.
So, okay, that's up next. Okay, so now this is our X-Men non-spoiler we decided review. We're going to, I mean, there's definitely some things in there, but nothing that's not in the trailer.
Yeah.
So if you've seen the trailers up to this point, then we're not going to spoil anything. If you're like, oh, I haven't even seen the trailers because I don't want anything spoiled, then you might not want to listen.
Yeah.
But other than that, you should be good.
Okay.
Okay, so starting off, I'm going to announce this. I don't think it's nearly as bad as everyone's making it out to be.
No, I don't know where this is coming from, to be honest.
Like, a lot of people are saying it's like not quite as bad as Superman versus Batman, but it's like almost on par, and I completely disagree with that.
I totally disagree with that. I enjoyed this movie.
I had fun.
I mean, it might be that I just enjoy McAvoy and Fassbender that much.
They are the shining points of the movie, in my opinion.
And, like, they're so great as X and Magneto that I just enjoy watching them so much.
I think, I mean, we'll get into that a little bit once we start reviewing. But, yeah, they were really fantastic. Okay, so what was your favorite part of the movie?
I'm going to say just them.
Okay. Mine is absolutely Quicksilver.
Oh, yeah, Quicksilver, definitely.
Like, his scene is fantastic. Great choice of music to play.
Once again, great music choice.
I can't wait to watch that movie again just for that part.
It is very similar to the part in Days of Future Past, but it's so good that, like, what are you going to say?
Yeah, like, it's so epic when that movie, like, as soon as that music starts, you're like, oh yes.
Oh yeah.
And then he just steps on the screen and you're like, oh my god. And I have to say this. He likes Rush.
Yes, he does like Rush.
And there's no better band, in my opinion, to like than Rush. And it makes so much sense that Quicksilver would like Rush.
Yeah, it really fits.
It's just like whoever wrote that character in that story, it's just perfect.
Mm-hmm. And everyone was saying the directing was bad. It wasn't.
No, the direction wasn't bad. I will criticize the editing of the movie, kind of how Superman vs. Batman was everywhere. This almost was like that. I think it was tied together better, but there were scenes where, like, for instance, it's like Mystique and Nightcrawler together, and then, like, literally 40 minutes later, they jump back to that scene.
Yeah, there was
Like,
some
that
weird
was a
edits.
long time.
I know. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, really? They only got that far?
Like, they're still in that alleyway, you know. Like, so there's definitely some of that. I don't think
I would say some of the CGI looked kind of weird,
Yeah.
like too like you could definitely tell.
Like, I mean, this was in the trailer, that Psylocke scene where she, like, jumped and cut that car in half.
Yeah.
Like, that didn't look good to me.
No, it didn't. Also, when he built the pyramid at the end, it didn't look great. That pyramid looked too computery to me.
Yeah.
So some shaky CGI, but didn't really stop me from liking this movie.
I agree. So that's our favorite points. Like we said, trying to make it quick.
Yeah, there are some things I didn't like about this movie.
Yeah. And what's your dislikes?
I didn't care for Psylocke.
Yeah, she was just kind of there. It was a reason to get hot Olivia Munn in the movie.
I mean, it was a great hot Olivia Munn, but I didn't like. She didn't do anything. She didn't say anything cool.
And there was a couple scenes from the trailer that weren't even in the movie.
Yeah.
Because I remember there was a couple looks and stuff and moves that she did where I'm like, okay, that's probably going to be the best part of her. And it wasn't even in it.
No, and she didn't. She did one cool thing, I thought, where she, like, stuck to the side of that building and slid down it.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like, but she was pretty weak to me.
Her costume was spot on, though.
Yeah, best costume.
Like, she looked just like the character.
That's another dislike of mine, was the costumes.
Yeah.
At least they tried to explain it with the flight suit thing, but I still think, like, get those costumes in there, man. They're so iconic.
Yeah.
The Jim Lee 90s costumes.
I know. I mean, it was like hit or miss. She was obviously good, but then, like everyone else, it was kind of poor.
I thought Storm looked cool with the mohawk. I thought that was great.
Yeah. I wish she was in it more, but okay.
I could have used more Storm.
Yeah, I could have used a lot more characters. I think one of the biggest faults of this movie is they tried to introduce too many characters at once, so they didn't seem very important, and they were kind of convoluted. So
I did like a lot of the new younger people. Like, I did like Jean Grey and Cyclops. I thought they did a very good job. I thought Nightcrawler did a good job.
I am going to say this about Cyclops. I agree everything else with what you said, but Cyclops, it's weird because as from what you've seen from the movies and just the Cyclops character, I mean, I don't really read the comics as much, so I don't know him as well. But he was like a real big douche at first, and then he like stopped being a douche real quick.
Yeah, he really did.
Like
real
it
quick.
was like he's an ass, and then he's not at all. So it was kind of a weird character switch. It was like once he could control his eyes, it was like, okay, I'm not a douche anymore.
I know, that is what it was.
So I don't know. I always pictured him more of a humble, down to earth like leader, and they kind of just portrayed him like he was kind of just like an ass.
I mean, I think they did a good job of, like, portraying him and, like, Jean Grey and the younger cast as being in over their heads.
Sure, that was I agree with that.
And I think that it's probably a good direction to go with them, because then if they come back with this cast and they're all badasses, it's going to be a cool transition, I think.
I agree. And like that one, there was like a scene where Jean Grey's scared, and it's that whole like first mission syndrome, and then from then on they'll probably just be kick ass.
Yeah, and
It was cool.
And I think it was cool that they made Cyclops a bigger part of this movie, because I don't get, a lot of people think Cyclops is really stupid, and I don't get that at all. Like, Cyclops is awesome. Like, he is a badass. He's arguably the most important X-Men.
Yeah, it's the movies that's done it.
I think it has done it.
People think he's just kind of a pushover, but in real life, he's really awesome.
And
I mean,
in the comic books.
yeah, in real life.
Yeah, they kind of think of him as like a goody two-shoes who does whatever,
He's like the Captain America almost.
But he's not like that at all.
But he's not supposed to be.
Yeah, he's not at all. He constantly is questioning Xavier, and he's at times been at all. He's killed him in the comic books.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, he's agreed with Magneto at times. Like, he's a very complex character. He's way more interesting than Wolverine, and it's like they just shove Wolverine down your throats in these movies. And I don't know, like, for some reason people just don't like him.
Yeah, I agree, and it's weird.
And I think it's because of the way he was portrayed in the 90s cartoon.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what it is.
Definitely.
In the movies.
And they just kept that mentality through the movies. Good segue. Wolverine is in the trailers. You see his claws come out, so you know he's there. And what the hell?
Yeah, that whole part was
I think that was the weakest part of the movie.
Like, there was some cool action stuff that happened there, but it had nothing to do with the rest of the movie.
Really gory, and there was no reason to be in it except for Wolverine to be there to introduce him into the universe.
It's like, we have to put Wolverine into this movie. Like, it didn't even fit in the movie. It was like it was a 15 minutes from a different movie.
Yeah, like there was no reason to even go there. They pretty much like get to this part. Nothing really happens. They unleash Wolverine. He saves the day, and they leave, and they don't talk about it anymore.
Yeah,
like none of the characters from that instance even show up again. Like, it's not even part of the villain like story arc. It's literally just thrown in there for no reason other than Wolverine.
Yeah, and it kind of throws off the movie in a way.
And the movie's long, so they could have literally cut like 15 minutes out.
Yeah, they should have just cut that whole part. It didn't need to be in there.
No, I completely agree. Well, they did lead it up. There is a scene after the movie, just so everybody knows if you want to see.
Yeah,
there's a credit scene. I mean, it's not that great.
But once again, it doesn't really...
You could have done it with, exactly.
Any other character a different way.
Yeah, so...
And I'll say Apocalypse looked dumb.
Yeah, he looked dumb. And, like, he was not, like... That, like, really... Like, obviously he was powerful, and they showed that. But he always seemed like he was off to the side. Like, everyone else was more important than him. He was just always there.
Yeah, he was just behind everything.
Yeah, it's like Magneto. I mean, if you've seen the trailers, it's like him, Magneto, Psylocke, Angel, and Storm, or like the Four Horsemen and him.
And for how important Angel is to the Apocalypse storyline, he was kind of given the least amount of attention out of all the horsemen.
Yeah, he was kind of poor.
He was poor.
Yeah.
I didn't like him at all.
Me neither. And it's just like, yeah, Apocalypse was in the movie a lot, but he was very uninteresting. He should have been a greater, threat.
He didn't seem menacing enough.
Exactly.
And I think it's just the design choices.
Yeah.
You should have... I've seen cosplays like better. You should have made him look exactly like the comic book.
He should have been like 7 foot tall.
Yep.
Huge. And just use the... Like, if he had like that white face paint job with like red eyes and the blue lips, like that's scary.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that would have been scary. In this movie, he literally looks like a blue blob with armor on.
Yeah, and the armor doesn't look great either.
No, it looks silly. I mean, it looks like kind of a futuristic take on an Egyptian.
Yeah, and I did like the beginning of the movie that did take place in Egypt and like setting him up. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that was one of the best scenes in the movie, I think.
Yeah, and I like that. Yeah, I don't want to ruin it actually.
But it was really cool. My absolute least favorite part of the movie, though, is Mystique.
Yeah.
I think it's a cop out. I think she got, because it's Jennifer Lawrence, and everyone's loving Jennifer Lawrence, and she's a big deal now.
Yeah. Everyone said she like looked like bored with the whole thing. I don't even think her acting was the problem. It's just like Mystique's not that important.
Yeah, it's a character that they decided to pluck out and make super important that isn't, and like her character doesn't have enough backstory, in my opinion, to like warn her like, I'm going to be the leader.
Yeah.
And it's, so it feels forced, and she just doesn't seem interesting. I don't know if Jennifer Lawrence could have even done a better job with it.
No, I think she did what she could do with it. It's just making a character who's not that popular in the comics. And I mean, Rebecca Romijn was great. Mm-hmm. And, she was cooler in the movies than she was in the comics, but she's not interesting enough. Like, her powers are not like, she's not shooting lasers, she's not healing, she's not jumping really high. She can't fly. She just transforms into other people. It's not that
And
interesting
she
to
only
make.
does that 2 times in the movie.
Yeah, most of the time she's not even Blue Mystique. She's just Jennifer Lawrence.
And I do want to say that she didn't even look good. Like, as the Blue, it was like the worst version of Mystique I've seen.
Yeah, it really was.
Like, her hair looked weird, and it wasn't like slick back like that it should be. It just looked strange. It just didn't it just seemed like they didn't really care.
No, but Jennifer Lawrence with 80s hair.
Oh yeah.
That was good.
Oh yeah, it's great. It is. It's like a fanboy's, wet dream. But again, she's not good enough. She shouldn't have been this like rebel leader.
No.
It should have just been like Xavier and the X-Men that, that he was the one.
It's like almost like Cyclops is that character.
Sure.
It should have been Cyclops,
well, that's
not,
the thing.
not her.
They didn't want to bring Cyclops into it yet, so they waited till this movie to do it, which I see what's going on. Like, she just shouldn't have been in the second movie. She shouldn't have been as important as she was.
No, she shouldn't have either.
She's a character that comes in at the wrong times to annoy you and, like, hold up the group for a little bit. But that's it.
Yeah.
She's not, like, a main bad guy or, in this case, a main hero.
No, she's just not that important. Mystique's pretty throwaway.
Yeah, and it was really forced. And I think, honestly, it was my least favorite part of the movie. If someone else would have just done that. Like, her talking to Magneto, it's just really poor.
Yeah, that didn't. And, like, Magneto switches his mind pretty quick just from, like, her saying, like, 2 things.
Yeah, so there's a little spoiler there.
Yeah, but whatever.
But it is. It's just, like, it's almost a rehash of the other movies.
Mm-hmm. Like,
in a way.
Too much. There's definitely too much focus on her.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And that's definitely my least favorite part of the movie.
I think my least favorite part of this movie was the whole Wolverine part, just because I felt it was so unnecessary.
Yeah. I mean, we know Wolverine. We've seen him enough. It's not like him being a cameo in this movie was like, oh my God, that's awesome.
And I know I'm going to be in a huge minority on this one, but I don't think Wolverine's that interesting or cool.
I mean, I think he's a cool character, but he's cooler when he's part of the group.
Yeah.
I agree. Like, as a standalone, he is what he is. He can be cool, but as an X-Men, like with Cyclops and Jean Grey and all those, like he brings to the table that like almost comedy relief, but he's a badass. But it's not the main focus isn't on him. He's a very good support character.
He is,
and that's where I like him.
And I
want to see him with the group.
I like him, but like I said, he's not my favorite X-Men. So to take a 20-minute detour to see him for 5 minutes is like
not even 5 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes wasn't really worth it to me.
No, I agree.
I mean, I did like that he had the Weapon X stuff on. I thought that was cool.
It was a cool throwback. It was.
It was.
But I'd still rather see him in the yellow suit.
Yeah, me too. I will say the last action sequence I was pretty underwhelmed with.
It was really not very good.
No.
And they kind of threw a lot out there that like kind of came out of nowhere.
One part with Quicksilver, man, though, was that awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So. I'm with you on that. Quicksilver's the best part of this movie.
He's just so good.
He's so good.
It's so awesome. So much fun. Great music. Great actor.
I think that. Do you wonder if it's like that's the reason the Avengers killed him? Because
they couldn't keep up.
Yeah, because they were like, wow, this is so much better than what we did.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I mean, that's probably the best part of that movie is they killed him.
Yeah, that is the best part.
I hate that movie.
Yeah, you do hate that movie. And I hate, like, that guy was good as Kick-Ass, but
he needs to go away.
Everything says that
he was in Godzilla. It was the worst.
So bad. I'm a hardcore Godzilla fan, too, and I was like...
It was awesome when he was on the screen.
Yeah, that movie was so close to being good.
I know. They had it, but then they just ruined it.
Yep.
So anyway, okay, if you had to give it a letter grade, what would you give? X-Men Apocalypse.
A letter grade? We're going letter grade.
If you want, I mean, usually I give letter grades to movies.
B-.
That's exactly what I'd give it to.
Yeah, it's pushing regular B for me too. Like if it wasn't for that Wolverine scene and if Apocalypse was just a little bit cooler.
Yeah, I mean it had the workings for it. It was going in the right direction.
A great movie is in there.
Yeah, it just needed Mystique needed to change up. Like I'm fine with her being in it. She's just too prominent.
Too much of a focus.
Yeah, and the villains again just aren't up to snuff.
Yeah, but I mean, people saying this movie is terrible are way off.
Yeah, I mean, I could see if you're like, oh, it was good. It wasn't as good as the other ones. I
And
mean,
you
I could see where you're coming from.
And if you have like a franchise fatigue with it, because let's be honest, this has been going on since 99.
Yeah.
Like, that's 17 years of X-Men movies. Like, this thing started before Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, so it's just been going for so long. And it's kind of weird that it's still the same continuity. They've never, done a straight-up reboot. No. They had to reshuffle everything, but, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I had fun. I thought it was good. I think I was not sad that I went to see it.
No, I liked it better than a lot of comic book movies.
Mm-hmm. I'd say...
it's right there in the solid B minuses for me. Like,
yeah. I mean, I think Deadpool was still the movie of the year for comic book movies, but...
yeah. Deadpool is going to be hard to beat, man.
I think Guardians has the only shot at doing it.
Yeah, it's the only
So we'll
chance.
see. Because Kurt Russell's in it.
As much as I loved Civil War, and I really love Civil War, I just think that Deadpool was so good.
Yeah, it's fresh, and that's what
so
they needed.
Funny.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, so B- movie. If you're an X-Men fan, I say definitely check it out. I mean, it's not terrible. It might not be your favorite of the series. It might be your least favorite, but it's still way better than Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah, I would put it at, I would say that Days of Future Past is the best X-Men movie. I don't think First Class.
I agree. Yeah.
They're not going to beat that.
First Class is my favorite.
And then I would say I probably like Days of Future Past and then this one. So
I mean, yeah, I think it's funny. This is the last thing I'll say about it. When they go see Return of the Jedi and they say that we can at least agree the third movie in the series is the worst.
That was good.
It's funny that they said that, and it turns out they're trying to like make fun of the old X-Men movies because everyone hated the third one.
Yeah.
But then it also, this is the worst one.
Yeah, it is.
So they were like okay with that, which is weird, but they kind of made fun of themselves.
Yeah, I mean, Days of Future Past was probably better just because it was great to see, Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart and all the.
I will say this now that I thought about it real quick. The Magneto thing, his story arc is good. It just seemed like it was a whole different movie.
Yeah, and it
had a different tone, and like it had almost like different like colors, and it was very depressing.
Yeah, it really was.
And like sad, and then like it would jump to like Nightcrawler or whatever, and it's like just the tone of that was weird because like that Magneto I could have seen that being an entire movie.
Yeah,
just like that whole like it was like 15 minutes of his story. Like I could have seen them putting that into just a whole movie.
Yeah, I could too.
So I think that was a little strange, but it was still good. And Fassbender's the man.
He is so awesome.
Like
I love McAvoy too.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Their chemistry is just what makes this.
Yeah. Do you like him bald?
Not as much as with hair.
Yeah, I think they try to like. I think they think it matters too much, and it really
because it's not an event. We don't care how he went bald.
Yeah, like
he's just always been bald.
Yeah,
like, no one needed to know why.
Like the one thing you're allowed to change, in my opinion, in most cases, like I don't care if your hairdo's different.
No, not at all.
Especially if it's so nice. Like he has nice hair.
He does have great hair.
Like great hair.
Yeah.
So I'm sad he's bald. And he kind of looks weird, but I mean, we're just so used to the nice hair.
Yeah, we'll see in the next one if they make a next one. Which I'm sure they will.
Yeah, it was definitely worth checking out. I suggest it. So, okay, well, that's the end of the episode. We'll give some shout outs. Dragon Power is always helping us out. Appreciate it, guys. We got the Master Debaters.
Shout out.
We got the Three Cuckoos podcast.
Shout out.
And the Mr. BS show.
Yeah.
Now, listen here, fuckers.
You dickheads.
You dickheads. I heard what you said on your latest podcast, episode 38. You put us on your love-hate wall. You loved us and you hated us.
I think you should just be on your hands and knees thanking us.
No, seriously, they put us on their show, which we really appreciate.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We do. It was cool you listened, and Steve, one of the guys who helps out on the show, he got Overwatch because of us.
Yeah, it was our fault.
And I talked to him a little privately, helped him out with a deal, let him save some money, and he loves the game. So he said, "Thank you on our love wall for their love wall. Thank you, Flock of Geeks, for helping me get this game. I love it. but fuck you because I don't go to work anymore.
Yeah.
So it was like a love-hate thing. It was funny.
Yeah, it was fun.
So we really appreciate the shout out. It's been helping us out, and all you guys who listen, I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
And we really do appreciate the support. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff, and potentially we might put up some Overwatch like character tips and tricks videos.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do one, and probably this week of Tracer.
Yeah, so I think that'd be really cool, and
Also gonna probably be throwing up some Uncharted stuff.
Yeah.
As well. It's just gonna be a tough week for me, guys. So don't expect anything this week.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's in the horizon, and we're thinking about it. So, all right. So I guess we'll see.
That it? Yeah.
I think it is. So,
all right. Go murder my murder.